This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No.
This
Just
is
stop.
a sham.
It's finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Yes.
Sam Shocker in the house.
Thank you for that. Every day. In the house.
In the house.
Don't ever say that sound again.
Why are you sitting so close?
Oh, you're too close.
Your hair is different.
Ugh, I know.
What'd you do?
I cut it.
No, you styled it differently too.
Well, it's cut.
But you've had the same look for 6 seasons now, and you've styled it differently. That looks great. What?
No, I didn't know. Okay.
You know what's funny about this whole thing? Tori gets upset when I get a haircut. Like, legit. She gets mad because I might look better than I did yesterday.
Whatever.
And she gets mad about
You're just being annoying today, that's all. You just look better. It's annoying.
What's happening? Let's get to some stories. Travis Kelce may have won a Super Bowl, but he recently had to shake it off when he fumbled an attempt to get Taylor Swift's attention. Who wrote that? Did you write that, Karen? Good job. All right, speaking on his podcast with his brother Jason, Travis said he was a little disappointed that he didn't get to talk to Taylor before one of her shows, but said he tried to meet her in another way. Let's watch.
If you're up on Taylor Swift concerts, there are friendship bracelets, and I received a bunch of them being there, but I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it. Not right now.
Your number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one. She doesn't meet anybody, or at least she didn't want to meet me, so I took a personal.
Wow.
Proud mom.
So Sam Shocker was quite taken with Travis Kelce. He plays tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the best players in the NFL. You were thinking something else when I said tight end, yeah. And his brother,
so well.
his brother is a center for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they played in the Super Bowl last year.
That's right. The mother was
So the
there.
mother wore like two different jerseys,
How
but
cool is that?
yeah,
Proud mom.
Yeah.
very
Can't
cool.
believe Taylor Swift said no go to him.
I think she has a type that's a little more thin musician and like troubled than like, let's go. Do you know what I mean?
He is a bigger man.
He's a bigger man, and
Yeah.
she likes the like, I need help.
But how? But
No, like more
Oh,
emo.
you're gonna get Swifticized.
No, I love Taylor.
Emo.
More emo than like, oh, let's go.
you know what I was thinking about? Moving on.
Good, no, that's a good point.
No, what I was thinking about
It was a good
yesterday, you know, when we Jeff, your wife was here, and I was looking at the dynamic that you guys have, and I don't think Jeff and Jordan would have matched on an app. I don't think that you guys would have matched on an app.
Probably, yeah, you're right.
But I think that that's part of like dating, not even out of your comfort zone. You want to be comfortable, but like understanding that everything that has to do with compatibility, you don't know. Otherwise, you would have knocked it out of the park with your first or second relationship. Clearly, things are going wrong if you're on these apps. No shade. So I don't know. Maybe. Try something new. Try somebody.
She should have given him a shot.
She never got the shot because she never got the bracelet, and she doesn't speak to people after shows. So this, we don't know, could have some
Wait,
legs to
explain
it.
the bracelet thing because it's a new,
Okay. At Taylor Swift's show, we all.
I thought this was pretty clever too.
Yeah,
by
we
him.
all have bracelets that are beaded, and we all went, and you trade it with friends, and you're like, you meet people, and it's kind of a community thing. I know it sounds like summer camp in
love it.
1997,
Love it.
but
Listen to what he did.
he sent her.
No, listen, Sam, this is cute.
He said, I wanted to send her a bracelet with my number on it, and so isn't that kind of
That's
smooth?
a good one.
So
you got to give him a shot because he's clever in that aspect,
I agree with
right?
you. I think he's cutie patootie.
I have a feeling they will connect at some point.
I hope so, because
I
that's
have
a
a
cutie
feeling.
patootie.
Well, the season's starting now.
So
That's what we're talking about this
she's
season.
busy too.
I guess so. Travis
All right.
Kelce, Taylor Swift. I'm
She's
being
pretty-
sarcastic,
Oh,
Tori.
I'm
yes,
sorry.
there was a lot of sarcasm.
Okay, sorry.
I feel like something's bubbling up.
I
And by the end of the show, it's gonna pop.
Yeah, I
so
agree.
we'll see where that happens. Could Sofia Vergara? Whatever. And Joe Manganiello's divorce get messy over a dog. They're reportedly still figuring out custody of their 10-year-old Chihuahua Pomeranian Bubbles. Get real. Sophia
look at
posted
Bubbles.
several pics on Instagram with the dog. Sources say she's still working on custody details, but hopes she and Joe can move on in a calm, fair
Look at the
fashion.
boo-boo.
How about this?
I'm not feeling
I don't
that.
like you anymore, and you could keep the dog.
No.
What do you mean no?
Jeffrey Schroeder.
What?
First of all, they do not have children. He always wanted to have kids. The reason why they broke up is allegedly per him because she did not want to have children and he does. So that dog is their fur baby. That is everything to them. They celebrate birthdays with the dog. They take the dog traveling.
They talk to their therapist how they bake a cake for their dog.
No, Bubbles is their everything. She's absolutely
I
right.
hope that they reach a fair agreement because both of them seem very much in love with that dog.
And I will add very quickly too that
That's embarrassing.
She had a previous.
It's wearing a dress.
Okay, well she takes care of Bubbles the way she wants. You don't have to have Bubbles.
I could have my opinion about Bubbles, and the name's embarrassing too.
Respect Bubbles, but I will say
Michael
this.
Jackson's monkey was also named Bubbles.
That was also embarrassing.
I didn't think so.
Yeah,
I did.
I did too.
You can't have a pet monkey.
She did have a fight with her ex about her embryos custody. So she's particularly specific about having prenups about things like that. And a lot of people have prenups about their dog custody now. It's actually quite common because they are the new children in some respect.
But they're not.
No, I know.
Yeah, okay,
They're not. And also, you need to make the decision. If you are going to do the dog custody thing, you're agreeing to not be done with this person.
Exactly.
You are giving them a portal
That's
into your
worth
life.
it for many people. That is worth it.
Okay, but isn't the new buzzword closure and you have to move on?
If that dog means everything to you, that is more important than the ties that you are going to have to keep with somebody that you may not like anymore.
Also, Al, what if you have a child with that person? That's a big tie.
Yes, but that's a totally different thing in which, lives are at stake.
But a dog's life is at stake. Bubbles is at stake.
But we're assuming that the dog will be in good hands, whichever partner it goes to. So I'm not assuming one partner is going to abuse it. So I'm saying it has to at least be considered if we've had such a toxic relationship that we feel like we need to break up and probably not see each other for a while.
I don't think they had a toxic relationship. I think they just decided.
I'm shutting down all this point.
No, that's fine. I mean, maybe not them, but I'm saying in general, a lot of breakups are not good. And if you keep that one extension there, are you ever going to let go of that person if you have to see them every other weekend?
It's like a joint custody thing. Yeah, I see that point.
But I'm saying joint custody is bad in this.
I think you're popping that bubble.
What happened?
Please go to a different story.
All right. After years of denial, Kylie Jenner, let's get some Kardashian stories in here, have finally come clean about her plastic surgery. So on the season finale of The Kardashians, Kylie admitted that she had breast augmentation when she was 19 and now regrets going under the knife because she thinks her body was perfect before. She also said she would be heartbroken if her daughter Stormi wanted to do anything to her body at 19. Speaking of names, when you hear Stormi, what do you think of?
Stormy Daniels.
Right?
Yes, you do. And it was the same
I'm going to leave
year.
that alone. But
I'm just sorry. I follow the Kardashians well, and she has always denied it. And it's just been, she just looks drastically different from when she was 15 to like 20 in a way that can't possibly be. So I'm glad this is out because it was sort of silly secret at this point.
Why does this need to come out?
Because if you are a role model, or at least you were on that kind of platform, if you publicly actively deny it and that's a lie, to me, that's an ick factor.
I'm right there with Tori because she has like 200 million followers on Instagram alone. A lot of them are teenagers, young 20-somethings.
Very impressionable.
And if she's going, and most of her posts are very sexually
provocative, we'll say.
Very.
Yeah.
And if she's going to sell her body for a lot of her different brands, I do think there is a responsibility to just say, hey, this is what I've gotten done because I don't want my daughter or my youth followers to think that this is realistic because it is not.
And she actively lied about it, just kept saying, it's just fillers, and we're all like looking at you.
But doesn't that tell you she's uncomfortable with the question and shouldn't be forced? Shouldn't she have some agency to say, I don't want to answer that question?
Not when you're allowed to.
I felt like this was kind of the point of some of the feminist movement is to have that agency to say, like, I'm here to talk about this project. I'm not here to talk about my body.
No, I hear what he's saying, actually.
Sam is just not agreeing with anything you say at all.
I'm curious.
I think, yes, you're right when it comes to feminism and agency over your own choices. I also think when you have she's an anomaly in the sense that who has 200 million Instagram followers? She might have more than that. There's a responsibility.
And a reality show, too. That's crazy.
Those people made their own decisions to follow her.
But if she made her decision,
she doesn't have to change her behavior.
But Al, she made her decision to be on a reality show and then lie. To me, that is going against her audience and really deceive. It's deception, and I don't think that's really fair on a reality show.
Meeting's adjourned after that quote. Let's get that put on a T-shirt. Okay, coming up on DBL, a reality show that puts couples to the test with AI. Does it go too far? That's going to be a good story, and we're remembering the life and career of Sinead O'Connor from her chart-topping song to her infamous SNL moment. Stick around.
DBL, this show is amazing.
There's a lot going on down here.
I would have been part of the Mile High Club.
Yeah.
So on point. But I'm going to have a conversation about what's happening now.
I think
Selena Gomez has like 400 something million.
She's still the top social
Yeah, I
media.
think
thought she had
believe
like
so.
700.
So that's
Is that crazy?
So
Cristiano
Kylie
Ronaldo
Jenner
is the most followed.
has.
Oh, really?
I thought it was.
Yeah, he's the most followed.
How much?
Yeah, Selena.
Wow, she's not far. She's not
That's
far
more.
behind.
That's more than the.
Tell them.
Okay, so Kylie Jenner has 389 million, which is more than America's whole population followers, and Selena Gomez has 427 million, which is an amazing power. She's like a wizard.
I also think Selena Gomez is a much better follower.
I
And
agree.
I'm not hating on Kylie Jenner by all means. I always
agree.
try and look at myself as like, if Sophie, and I don't want Sophie to be on, how many does Cristiano Ronaldo have? 597. He's still
Half
the
a
most
billion.
followed.
He's
That's
half a
incredible.
billion.
But with Selena Gomez,
14th
she
of the
talks.
world.
She lets her hair down, so to speak. She's very honest. She's very real. She's more relatable. I feel like to a teen girl. I think when you look at Kylie Jenner, it's just body, materialism. I wouldn't want my child following.
No, and
Isn't
Selena
that a
does funny
part
stuff.
of the human experience?
I don't want my child thinking body, Bugatti is.
But that doesn't
Drop
have
a
to be
beat.
her entire
Body,
experience.
body,
Granted,
Bugatti,
some
Bugatti.
people do like
Body,
nice cars.
Bugatti,
Some people do
Bugatti,
like
body,
nice
body.
daughter follows
Body,
me.
Bugatti, Bugatti, body,
So you
body.
want to take that part of your daughter's humanity
I would
away.
rather, if my daughter chose it, fine. I'd rather my daughter follow someone like Malala Yousafzai than Bugatti, body.
What was the last thing Malala posted?
I don't know.
Yeah. Do you follow her?
I do follow Malala.
Yeah, clearly not.
No,
I
she
do
doesn't
follow
post
her.
that
What's her
often.
last post?
I barely go on Instagram anymore. Ask Tori. I barely go on. I'm not on social media like I used to
But
be.
I just don't understand why she can't just be, your daughter can't be like, hey, I want to see.
Rob, you little stinker.
That
You went
was
all, you went all the way up
cute.
there.
Hi,
Old
Rob.
school. Oh, what do we call that? The
hub.
hub.
The hub.
Wow. We used to deliver news from the hub.
Yeah.
Back in the day. If you
Hear
guys
ye,
are
hear
if you guys are
ye.
old time DBL watchers, you know what we're talking about. If not, you don't. Okay. Welcome back to DBL. There's a new Spanish reality show that's getting a lot of attention. So 5 couples are put to the test after they are shown videos of their partner cheating on them with other contestants. Or are they? So after watching the videos, the contestants are told that some of the films could be fake with their partner's images added in with deep fake technology. Why would you do this to yourself?
That's my question.
To be famous. That's why.
Yeah. My tummy is sick thinking about it.
Wouldn't you be upset even if you visually saw that, like because with the technology it looks real, and then they told you it was fake?
You
My
couldn't
wife
get it out of your
gets
head.
mad at me just for thoughts that she has, like for real.
Prior thoughts.
Yeah. She's like, I had a dream that you cheated on me, and I'm like kind of in the doghouse the next day. Yeah, so this would not be great for us.
No. And also, let's just talk
look
about
at this video. I can't.
Let's just talk about how deep fake is becoming a complete industry as well. Not only is it something for entertainment, it's also something for power, for war, for, AI at this point is now seeping. This is the first trickling in of pop culture and AI in that way.
Silicon Valley is trying to develop anti-deepfake apps so you can immediately debunk something.
Jeez
Because they're afraid of a political figure saying something. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Sure.
And sparking some sort of uprising.
Right.
And so, soon, hopefully, we will have an app that will immediately say this is deepfake, and it'll be kind of like a chyron underneath that post.
But you also have to, it depends on if the people that have seen the deep fake also have the app to debunk it.
Well, more like Twitter and things like that, they're going to ask that they would have
disclaimer or
that
something?
on there. But
as it pertains to this show, I think if you go on this, we always talk about couples that would be, they couldn't imagine their partner with somebody else, but some people, strangely, do go out to nightclubs and like to watch people gravitate towards their partner.
Like I want to watch
it
kind of
allows
thing?
them to get riled up or say, people think my partner's attractive. It's a weird thing. I'm not into it, but it is a thing. So maybe.
yeah, for those people, it'll work. Just
Right.
nice.
So that's why you would go. I'm guessing you would go on a show like this to see,
No.
is your partner that hot?
Would you be able to do it? Because you're very secure in your relationships, right?
Yes.
I'm not. I'm like a teenager. But would you be able to do this and like see videos of your partner making out with other people? Would that bother you?
Yeah, it would bother me.
Oh, it would?
Even if it was fake, would it bother you with the image in your head, like you said?
Yeah.
No, not the image. If I knew it was fake.
I think the image would bother.
I still wouldn't like it.
would
Yeah, I
haunt
wouldn't
me.
like the
I'd go
image.
to bed with like Brooks. No.
I can't. This is
It made me
not
think
for
of that old reality show, The Fifth Wheel. Do you remember when they would bring in,
Oh,
they would have the
yeah.
couples,
No.
and then they
The
would
hot-
bring the hot person on the bus
Yeah.
as the fifth wheel to see if they could get it up in that.
Yeah, she's like,
that
"Hi,
new
I'm
relationship."
Laura.
Yeah.
God,
You
and
don't
they had
remember
no
the fifth
idea
wheel?
she was like the mole or a plant?
It was just like to
No,
temptation.
they knew they were coming. So it's like,
Oh, then you can have your armor up.
I guess, but you just met this person, so if the other person gets on the bus, you only know this
Yeah,
person
but she
30
makes a
minutes.
good point, Al. You got to just have your armor up. All right, coming up on DBL, how celebrities are honoring Sinead O'Connor after her sudden passing. We're going to talk about it next.
A popular TikTok trend says you should consume borax, which is commonly used as a laundry detergent or a cleaner, but this time as a natural health remedy.
Borax is amazing. It literally cleared my joint pain.
People claim just a little bit is all you need to treat ailments like rheumatoid arthritis and gout.
He took a pinch in his water daily and massive health improvements.
But is this safe? Let's verify. Our sources are U.S. Borax, which manufactures the industrial chemical, Dr. Kelly Johnson Arbor, medical director at the National Capital Poison Center, and the Food and Drug Administration.
I definitely think that it is unsafe for people to eat borax. And we know that borax can be poisonous.
That's Dr. Kelly Johnson Arbor with the National Capital Poison Center. She says some people might think borax is safe to ingest because it's made up of naturally occurring elements like boron, which can be found in things like plants, fruits, nuts, and even red wine. But she says the borax that you buy in store is different.
Really, the laundry formulations of borax are not safe for human consumption.
And in the U.S., borax is banned by the FDA for use in food products. So we can verify, no, it isn't safe to consume borax as a remedy for some common ailments. Honestly, you shouldn't eat borax at all. The U.S. Borax website says its products are, quote, labeled as not for internal use, and thus are not intended for internal related applications nor as an active ingredient. Side effects of ingesting or exposure to borax include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and skin rashes, skin pain, and peeling skin. That's if somebody bathes in borax. With your Verify, I'm Adiante Till.
Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me.
Welcome back to DBL. That was Thank You for Hearing Me by Sinead O'Connor. One of your favorites, huh, Sam?
It is one of my. I listened to it over and over and over again last night.
Oh, wow.
Well, unfortunately, she passed away yesterday at her home in London. She was 56 years old. The Irish-born singer was known for her powerful performances and her strong political views, and of course, by her shaved head. Sinead released 10 studio albums over her career. I didn't know she put up that many. Winning a Grammy in 1991, she was also famous for sparking all sorts of controversy, including this moment when everybody, I think, remembers her most from, when she ripped up a photo of Pope John Paul II during an SNL performance in 1992. It was a protest against sexual abuse in the Catholic Church. Sinead was also very open about her struggles with mental health, which she said stemmed from child abuse. She also said she struggled with loneliness following the death of her son. I couldn't even imagine. Shane O'Connor took his own life back at age 17 back in 2022. Lots of stars are reacting to Sinead's death. Melissa Etheridge called it a tragedy, saying, "I remember my first Grammy show meeting this small Irish shy girl." Ice-T said she stood for something unlike most people, and finally Russell Crowe mentioned in a tweet that he had the opportunity to tell her she was a hero of his before she passed. I can't believe that was 1992 when she ripped up the picture of the Pope. And it's weird how you do something in your life, you know, what, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and that is what you're remembered most for. I think we can all reflect on a moment of our own, at least I can. But what do you think about Sinead O'Connor now? Because she was ostracized at that point.
Yes.
To me, she was one of the first whistleblowers, wasn't she? In an optical way, across the world, no one was speaking up about this beloved Pope. Beloved! And she took a picture from her own house. Her mother had that picture up and ripped it up as the beginning of us looking into the Catholic priest sex scandal.
And it also wasn't just performative, because a lot of people, I think, bashed her, called it performative, and obviously said it was anti-religion when they did not realize how much she held religion near and dear to her heart. A lot of her songs are religious. She later was ordained after that moment as a Catholic priest herself, so she could do more work within the system to dismantle the abuse. She also was on the front lines protesting against Islamophobia, anti-Semitism, racism, homophobia. I mean, this is someone that I think was so deeply empathetic that it cost her life. She was bipolar and just in a lot of pain, but so talented and such a beautiful human being. This one hurts. This one hurts.
I appreciate you getting emotional, Sam. I mean, somebody should, because I think that when we think about activists now, it's great, good for you, but you can go on Instagram and find 100,000 people that hate you and 100,000 that love you. Which, like you were talking about, like 1992, you're talking about putting yourself in real danger.
1,000%.
In real,
I agree with
serious physical danger. Nobody is as woke as they are now. There's not for sure that the police would protect you in certain places. I mean, this was a different time on the planet, and to speak up then, as opposed to now when it's safer and there's safe spaces to come out to, I really applaud her. And you can tell when cats like Russell Crowe were like, "You're my hero," the real ones know.
Ice-T.
The real ones know who's real and who's not.
Questlove put out a beautiful post about her too last night. Because she was as brave and courageous as they come, and people don't realize, I mean, you do realize because you just said it, that she gave away her career in that very moment. Literally.
She sacrificed herself.
Love her.
You're right.
Love her.
All that said, and she had a son that passed.
I know. Can't
we'll
imagine.
We'll be right back. Yeah.
Shein is a massively popular retail app and website that sells affordable versions of high-end or trendy designs. The Chinese company has repeatedly come under fire with accusations ranging from tax evasion to human rights violations. And the latest threat to Shein, at least according to several viral tweets, is a RICO charge. RICO is the federal law made famous as a tool to take down mobsters. So let's verify, has Shein been charged with RICO crimes? Our sources, court documents, the RICO Act, and Ken White, an attorney and former federal prosecutor. RICO stands for Racketeering, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations Act. It was passed in 1970 to help prosecute organized crime. The complicated law offered an avenue to take down an entire criminal enterprise rather than one member at a time. But the law also has a lesser-known civil component. It allows private citizens or groups to sue for damages if they believe they're the victim of racketeering. Civil suits can end with a judge ordering the defendant to stop certain activities or pay huge amounts of money to the plaintiff. But unlike criminal cases, which are brought by government prosecutors, not private citizens, lawsuits can't put people in prison. And a civil suit, not a criminal case, is what's being brought against Shein. 3 individual designers are suing Shein for copyright infringement using RICO. They say not only did Shein systematically steal their designs, they intentionally used a convoluted corporate structure to avoid accountability. Legal experts say, in general, civil RICO cases are hard to win. Ken White, a lawyer who's written often about RICO, told Verify, you can sue for RICO, but 95% of the time the case is totally unsuitable for RICO. Judges tend to hate it, the statute is super complicated, and it's incredibly hard to plead successfully. So we can verify, no, Shein was not charged with RICO crimes by federal prosecutors. It was hit with a civil suit, which does not carry criminal penalties. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
A lot of people are still talking about the impending end of Twitter. Users have strong opinions about Elon Musk changing the app's name and logo to X. But some claim the rebrand may not go far because Microsoft and Meta already own the trademark to X. Our Verify team checked with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office and Professor Robert Brownice. We found that yes, both Microsoft and Twitter's biggest rival have trademarks for the letter X, but they're not alone. The Patent and Trademark Office has granted dozens of trademarks to dozens of companies to use X. Some are for selling life insurance, some are for clothing, and another is for a protectant used by car washes. And Brownice, who teaches trademark law at George Washington, says trademarks are limited to the company's specific product or service.
So if I decided to call my soup X, that would not prevent a book publisher from deciding to call their book publishing company X, because consumers don't think that a soup company has just gone into the book publishing business.
Brownice added that Microsoft and Meta shut down the joint service their trademarks applied to, so that opens the door wider for Twitter and its name change.
Welcome back. We've got some great products from our friends at Morning Save. Check them out.
All right, what do you have for us today, Steph? Let's shop.
Hey, Tori. Hi, DBL Nation. I am super excited to show you the deals today. As ever, they're fabulous. And we've got one of my favorite things to start, makeup.
Yay.
Check it out. We've got the Perricone ND No Makeup 3-piece set. So this deal includes one bronzer, one blush, and one foundation. So normally this goes for $130.
Oh, wow.
But we've got it for just $39.99. So that's saving 69%. And then next up today, we've got the Fairy Wheel E11 Sonic Electric Toothbrush with 8 brush heads and a travel case.
Oh, that's lovely.
So this deal includes one toothbrush and one travel case, and then we've got 8 brush heads. So normally this is $44.
Okay.
So we've got it, Tori, for just $15.99. So that's saving up to 64%. Now check out this, Tori. We've got the 2-pack Villanova Zero Shift Plush Gel Fiber Pillows.
Whoa.
So this deal includes 2 pillows. We've got them available in standard or king size. So normally these are between $130 to $150.
Pillows are pricey, yeah.
But we've got 2 pillows for between $29.99 to $34.99, size dependent, which is saving you guys 77%. Now check out this, Tori. We've got the Alexis Bendel tote bag with vegan leather straps.
Huge.
So this doorbuster deal includes 1 tote bag. We've got it available, however, in 5 colors. So normally this bag is $90. We've got it for just $15. That's saving everyone 83%.
Oh my God, wow. Great prices, guys. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals, as we said, at the lowest prices, or just scan the QR code. It's right on screen. It's going to take you directly to these products on Morning Save's website. Thank you so much, Steph. Great prices.
Sam, what are you doing, dude?
What do you mean?
Where were you?
What do you mean?
What were you doing over there?
A few
We have a
seconds
show.
left.
I thought we were on
Were you getting a
Field
snack?
Blast.
We were, but then things changed.
See you tomorrow.